everyone. Today we are going to be looking at Trump's new lead in two new battleground states. Two of the four states that he added to the battleground map at a rally recently. He said he added four new states to the battleground map. All states that was won by Biden by a likely or safe margin in 2020. Those states are Minnesota, where Biden won by over 7.1%, New Mexico, where Biden won by 10.8%, Virginia, 10.1% that was won by Biden, and New Jersey, that was won by almost 16%. So today we're going to be looking at Trump's he took a lead in polls in Virginia and Minnesota. Minnesota, remember, is a really safe blue state, as well as Virginia. So let's go to the polls. We'll start with Minnesota. Today we're going to be looking at the new prediction map, if these polls are correct. And Trump really doesn't even need to, if he wins in Virginia and Minnesota, he does not need several swing states that are also really competitive. Biden needs to win Pennsylvania and Michigan. If he does not win Pennsylvania and Michigan, he will not win the election. Let's do the other states right now. Maine at large can also be pretty competitive, as well as New Hampshire. New Hampshire is always going to be competitive, but people haven't really been talking about New Hampshire. Okay, let's start with the red safes. Also, we're not going to be doing the race ratings for we do different colors for each state, because that would be a little bit too complex right now, as we're just looking at the swing states. Okay. These are the states we're going to be looking at: Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, New Hampshire, Maine at large. So let's start with the polls in Nevada. Remember, Nevada was won by Biden by 2.4%, which is actually a large margin, although he was expected to win it by a much larger margin. State polls, Biden. Alright. Currently, Trump is leading by 3.4%, which we can give it to Trump. Because remember, Democrats do need to be leading in polls, because polls usually do overestimate Biden and Democrats generally. So we can probably give Nevada to Republicans. And I'm pretty sure that's the biggest swing state by a margin that he won in 2020. Except for Michigan, where he won by 2.8. Let's head to Michigan next. Actually, no. Let's head to the two new states that I'm talking about: Minnesota and Virginia. In Minnesota, he recently just overtook Biden in a head-to-head matchup in Minnesota. Trump is leading by 1.6%. As you can see, this is the first time Trump has been leading in Minnesota. And Minnesota was won by Biden by 7.1%. So we can give this one to Trump. As I said before, Democrats do need to be leading in polls because they are overestimating them. We probably, just like Nevada, where Trump is leading by a good margin, we can predict that North Carolina and Georgia are going to go to Trump. Remember, North Carolina went to Trump in 2020. Georgia went to Biden by only 0.24%. And now in Georgia, Georgia is being led by Trump by a good margin, 4.4%. So if we give Georgia and North Carolina to Trump, he's just a bit off from 270. Let's say Virginia. He is also now leading in Virginia, a state that went to Biden by over 10 points in 2020. In Virginia, recently, just like yesterday, I'm pretty sure, Trump overtook Biden and is now leading by a slim margin of 0.2%. But if Trump does win in Virginia, he does get to 280, which is enough to secure him the presidency. He doesn't need to win any of these swing states: Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Colorado, and New Mexico. Colorado is not really a swing state, but yeah, he can win all of these states. And the states that he's leading in polls are Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. That would give him 335 electoral votes. And so this is now the new updated polling map. And now it's seeming more likely that Trump's landslide could now be even bigger, because he could possibly even win New Hampshire or Maine at large, or maybe even the new swing states, New Mexico, New Jersey. I'm going to keep you updated on these other swing states, and how the polling goes. But this is what polling looks like right now, and compared to what it was in 2020, this is the 2020 map, and you can see it's a lot more red. Not a single swing state went to Trump in 2020. And now, every single one, according to polling, will go to Trump, as well as adding these new swing states, Virginia, Minnesota. It'll probably not stay the same, because polling doesn't usually sway a lot to either side. But we are going to keep looking at this. Although there's few polls, that's why. But yeah, Trump's now leading in Virginia and Minnesota. Trump right now, if we just only look at polling, not anything else, Trump is at 341. Sorry, no. 335. And Biden is at 203. Yeah, but let's say he doesn't win Minnesota and Virginia. That's okay, because he wins every other swing state. He can also lose Pennsylvania or Michigan. Biden has to win both of these states, as well as Pennsylvania, Michigan, and one other, which is either going to be Arizona or Wisconsin. It really doesn't matter which one. But Biden has to step up his game if he needs to win in 2024. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll keep you updated, and yeah.